I can't overstate the importance, the impact that Fernando Valenzuela had on baseball, especially in the year 1981. And he passed away yesterday. Great Dodger. He won the Cy Young, won the Rookie of the Year. And you just go back and look at the numbers, and they're so impressive with what he did. You know, he was starting games. He was 20 years of age, and he was completing games. His rookie year, he had 8 shutouts. He had complete games, had 11 in 1981. But he would start games, finish games, and he had a screwball that, I mean, he was shutting everybody out. And there was Fernandomania. And I remember watching on the nightly news, not sports, nightly news did a feature on Fernandomania. And he came from a family, I think 12 kids, came from Mexico. I think he grew up in the town where the drug cartel leader El Chapo is from, but made it to, the United States, the Dodgers. He was supposed to be the 5th maybe pitcher on the roster, starting pitcher. He was a relief pitcher. And then all of a sudden, Tommy put him in the rotation. And it was just amazing. It was an event to be able to. Now, we didn't have, cable the way we have it now to be able to see him. So you saw highlights. And there have been a few pitchers who have had that impact where it was like Mark Fidrich with the Tigers, 1976. And he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated with Big Bird. That was his nickname, Mark the Bird Fidrich. He looked like Big Bird from Sesame Street. But you have these players where it's just different. And what Fernando did for the city of Los Angeles, for Mexico, baseball fans in Mexico, and they're seeing one of their own at Dodger Stadium. And he's 20 years of age. And he's dominating. I think proximity played a large role in this. Now, if he had done this in San Diego, probably the same kind of impact. Not in Seattle or Chicago. It was the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the impact that he had, and he worked for the Dodgers for many years as a broadcaster, but passing away yesterday, and here we have the Dodgers in the World Series with the Yankees opening up on Friday. And we've talked about this before where Franco Harris died a couple of days, I think, before they were going to pay tribute to the Pittsburgh Steelers and Franco Harris, the Immaculate Reception. And he passed away a couple of days before. So he got his flowers. He had all of the shows that talked about this. In fact, probably got even more coverage because of that. And I hope Fernando gets that coverage, whether it's today or tomorrow or Friday before the game. Maybe the Dodgers wear a patch with his number 34 on it. But to let people know, because that part of my job, I feel like, is to let you know about somebody that maybe you read about, you didn't get to see, but I got to see them, maybe got to interview them, to let you know what impact they had on me, or that I was there to speak to them. I never met Fernando, but I do know what that feeling was like when you're watching him. And he looked to the sky. He'd have his eyes shut when he was pitching. When he's ready to deliver, he's looking up. And, people thought, well, what's he getting? Is he breathing through his eyelids? It was just kind of crazy. You're going, he's not even looking at the strike zone. But passing away, and I couldn't help but think he just seemed like he was so calm at age 20. And he's on the mound for the Dodgers, but he looked comfortable. The hitters didn't look comfortable, but he was phenomenal that first year. A few years, and then he bounced around a little bit. I think he ended up with 175 wins, but you talk about a contribution to the game. Now, he's not going to get into the Hall of Fame just because his numbers with other pitchers, they don't stack up, but contributions to the game and the impact that he had on Mexico and Los Angeles as well. But I hope he gets that opportunity, or we get that opportunity to be able to share that with people, that Fernando Valenzuela, I think he was just 63 years of age. So did want to bring that up, the importance that he had to baseball. And here we are close to the start of the World Series.